Well, here it is. Whether you're a Tua fan, a Tua hater, this is a game to prove if you're right or wrong. Josh Allen versus Tua Tagovailoa, Buffalo Bills versus the Miami Dolphins. A serious test for this Dolphins team to see can they actually have a good shot at winning this division. They pulled off the win against the Patriots, but can they keep it going? We'll find out. But before I give the breakdown, give the comparison, the matchup, the projection, the prediction, everything you want to know, got to hear from you guys. What is your score prediction? Comment it down below and we'll see how we match up at the end. Last week though, week 1, small recap. Josh Allen and the Bills, we saw lose in an upset in a loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was unfortunate for the Bills. They went in as the favorites, came out shooken up with a 0-1 record on their books, or in the books. Josh Allen had a decent performance, 270 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, but you could tell the pressure got to him. There was the fumbles time to time. Tua Tagovailoa, he did his job. He won the football game, 202 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Obviously, you don't want the turnover, but turnovers happen. Whether you're Aaron Rodgers, who had 2 picks, whether you're Mahomes, Brady, Allen, Watson, Wilson, turnovers happen. So I'm not going to I'm going to give them a slight break. It's week 1. It is what it is. It was a good defense. But how these two are going to match up, looking at the quarterback matchup, looking at all the matchups, the Bills win this one in the quarterback matchup. Josh Allen is just better than Tua. He has a higher ceiling. He's played better than him. He was an MVP conversationalist last year. No matter how you predict or take away their week 1 performances, we all know Josh Allen's better than Tua. Looking at the backfield, pick your poison. You want Devin Singletary, you want Zach Moss, or you want Myles Gaskins, Malcolm Brown. It's a preference thing. I think Myles Gaskins is probably a better receiving back. I think Devin Singletary might be a better pure back. Pick your poison. I'm not too torn up on those. Bills' offensive line did not look great against the Steelers by any means, especially with TJ Watt, but compared to Miami's, I do think the Bills have the better line. Receiving room, I'm going to give this one to the Bills strictly due to Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs, Cole Beasley, Emmanuel Sanders, Gabriel Davis, Devontae Parker's good. Jalen Waddle looked good. Mike Gesicki didn't have a great performance week 1, but we still know he's solid. And Will Fuller coming back. Miami's got a good unit. Just because I think the Bills are slightly better than them doesn't mean the Dolphins are bad. So, if you can't tell, the edge is going to the Buffalo Bills, at least on offense in most aspects. Coaching staff, I would personally take Sean McDermott over Brian Flores, but it is close. Brian Flores is on the come up in a game like this. If Miami came out on top, could be changed my mind, no doubt. Looking at the odds, give it 1 second to load. Bills are favored by 3.5 points. 63% chance to win versus Miami's 37% chance. If Miami can win this one, if Brian Flores can win this one, my eyes are going to be turning. My mind is going to be changing about this Dolphins team in the AFC East and the rankings of this coach and this roster and as a whole. Looking at the defense, breaking it down, better secondary. Xavien Howard, Byron Jones, Javon Holland, Eric Rowe, Jason McCourty versus Micah Hyde, Tre'davious White, Jordan Poyer, Teron Johnson. Personally going to lead slightly towards Miami, but I think it's a toss-up. It's a close one. I would give Miami the edge in the secondary, but I do think it is close. Linebacker core, Tremaine Edmonds, Jerome Baker versus Jerome Baker, Andrew Van Ginkel. Pick your poison there. I do think the Dolphins might have a little more depth, but the Bills might have a higher star power in Tremaine Edmonds. Pass rush, neither are absolutely fantastic. They both needed to work on it in this offseason. They both drafted edge rushers in the NFL draft. The Dolphins took Jalen Phillips to help out Emmanuel Ogbah, Christian Wilkins, and the Bills took Gregory Rousseau and Boogie Basham, to help out Ed Oliver and Jerry Hughes. We'll just have to see how those rookies pan out. Maybe one of those guys will step up big in this game to see if they could turn some eyeballs and really get the pass rush going for both sides against questionable offensive lines. I still think the Bills is a solid unit, but looking how they played TJ Watt last year, it was a struggle. Again, it is TJ Watt, though. As I said, you can see the spread. Bills are favored -110. I'm not sure why. Miami is favored. I doubt they have the same odds. But point spread, Miami's got the under 3.5 points is what you could get out of them. I'm not looking to bet on this game, really, but the odds do indicate that the Bills are favored. Miami is at home. It's in Hard Rock Stadium. That is a slight advantage. So where does the pros and cons go for both teams? Miami wins the edge on, to me, home field advantage, the secondary, and maybe the backfield. And the Bills got everything else. The better quarterback, the better receiving room, the better protection, the better pass rush, I don't want to give them that title just yet. I do think it's up in the air. But in the super important aspects, as in the most important position on the field, Josh Allen has such a huge edge over Tua. I know he didn't look fantastic to the nth degree last year of putting up MVP numbers like compared to week 1, but we all know he is a top, even if you're very critical of him, there is absolutely no way you don't have him in your top 10 quarterbacks. There's just zero way he's not in your top 10. And some people got him in his top 5. To me, he's top 7, top 6, top 5. It just depends on the week, depends how the other guys are doing, depends who's playing. Do you count Deshaun Watson in your top 10, top 5 list? Situations, all depends how you break it down. But we know Josh Allen is better than Tua, and therefore that alone is enough for me to give the edge to the Buffalo Bills in this game. I think it'll be close in the beginning. I just do see the Bills pulling away, at some point in this game. I don't know if it'll be in the second quarter, the third quarter, the fourth quarter, but I could see the Bills dominating the clock, dominating the score, dominating the possession, just being the better team due to the lack. I'm not saying Tua is bad, but the lack of raw talent and raw skill compared to Josh Allen's, I just feel like isn't there. Tua can't compete with them. We'll see how Will Fuller is coming back, if he could be a deep threat for this Dolphins team. We'll see if Mike Gesicki could get more in action. We'll see if the Dolphins can just win it by a hair like they did last week. Doesn't matter how they do it. If Tua played great, if the defense played great, doesn't matter how, who, when, what, wherever. If they could squeak out a win, and the Bills are 0-2, Miami's 2-0, all of a sudden the AFC East might be owned by the Miami Dolphins. Then there'll still be 15 games to go. Anything can change. The Bills could go 15-2 from there out, and the Dolphins go 2-15 from there out. Technically, will those happen? Probably not. But this is a big indicator as far as who really is still owning or earning the crown of this division. Is Miami going to take it, or do the Bills still got it on lock by proving and setting a statement as they walk into Hard Rock and win that football game? We'll just have to see. You guys tell me, though. Comment down below, like I said, as I asked in the beginning of the video, where do you rank, or where is your score prediction for this game, and who do you have winning? To me, I got the Bills winning this one. I'm going to say 31-20 by 2 scores. But we'll see how it goes. You guys tell me what you think. As always, and of course, thank you for watching. 2-minute warning.